Make sure to go to blueandgold.com or our YouTube page, Blue and Gold Illustrated, and find us there. I feel like people might talk about Javon McKinley or Bennett Skoranek or Kevin Austin a little bit more, and Lawrence Keys can kind of be someone that Notre Dame fans forget about. But here he is, Lou, checking in at number 18.
Yeah, I had him a little bit lower, but there's something that Brian Kelly said. This was in the spring of 2019 that I kind of filed away in my mind. And that was that in his years here at Notre Dame, he believes Lawrence Keys is the archetype of what he wants at the slot position. And I thought, Chris Fink is very much in that type of mold as well.
Sure.
So for him to say that about Lawrence at that time, and, look, sometimes there's coach speak and it's maybe building up the confidence of somebody. But one thing that was always evident so many times in practice is in certain drills, you found Lawrence Keys always open. He always found a way to separate himself and find that seam, find that whether it was just a dig route or just a quick out. He responded so well in those drills. And Chris Fink was the veteran, and he continued to produce very well. But I think one of the reasons why we put Lawrence up a little bit higher is it's his junior year now.
Yeah.
The third year is when players really begin to blossom as college football athletes. And he's been in that strength and conditioning program for a couple of years. It was like with Braden Lindsey a couple of years ago. They were just, when you looked over at that receiving core, it was just very thin, not in terms of numbers, but just as far as physique. You could see that, boy, these guys really do need to get into that college strength and conditioning program. And he's had 2 years of that now. He's learned the offense. Chris Fink is now gone. This is his opportunity to really come to the forefront and kind of live up to the projection that Brian Kelly had for him.
Now, Lou, what does the slot receiver position look like, between him and Braden Lindsey? I mean, do you feel like those are the top two guys?
Well, I mean, what you see on the depth chart and what is reality out on the field, sometimes you could use Chase Claypool at the slot there. If who's to say Bennett Skoranek couldn't line up there on occasion? They want people to be interchangeable there. Behind Lawrence Keys, you had Avery Davis in the spring practice that we saw. And Avery's been, my gosh, he came in as a quarterback, worked at cornerback, was at running back last year, and now they've moved him to the slot, which probably would be a good position for him as well. But look, there's a lot of flexibility and versatility that you can have at the slot position. But I think Lawrence fits that prototype of what they want at the position.
Yeah, you can even move Tommy Tremble out there a good bit. Yeah, the slot receiver position, there's so many guys. I mean, for as much 12 personnel as Notre Dame runs, you're going to have two tight ends out there maybe at sometimes as well.
Sure.